Hey, what's up? I'm just doing a test here. So there's two things I'm trying to test right now. One is I've set up a Restream account, so this should be going out to my Twitch, my Periscope, my YouTube, and D Live accounts. So I'm checking that stuff all out to see if that's working. And the other thing is, if I get anyone watching, I'm going to test my call-in number, which I guess I got to put my headphones on for. But I don't really have anything to talk about. So some of the things I'm checking here is I'm trying to figure out how exactly this will show up on like YouTube. YouTube is what I normally use. Now I would like to be able to send it out with Twitch, Periscope, and D Live at the same time. But what's it show up at? I have no clue what it shows up as like on my YouTube channel. I didn't put any of the information like the name of this or anything like that. So I'm going to check it out and see what it looks like when I go to my YouTube channel. I am a novice. So it says multi-streaming. Huh. If anyone's watching on YouTube right now, could you type something in the chat just to see how it shows up for me? If you don't mind, if I could see it on my... Let's see, I'll type this. I don't know. Oh, it did show up my YouTube. How about that? So now what I need to do is know how to... I'll talk to people. Oh, there's my wife. She's watching. So what I need to do is figure out how to set up. Thank you, Cindy. How to set up so that I could have like the name of and the description show up on YouTube. So I'll work with that for those of you that are watching. But thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And again, this is just a test. I am doing a live stream here. It will be coming up in 1 hour on my buddy SJG's channel. I put the link to that on the video I just put up. So I know my headphones look like trash. My wife won't give me money to buy good ones, so I get the nice little, this guy. I look like an air traffic controller. So, okay, so I'm testing that out. Looks like I have 5 people watching on YouTube. Courtney, if you had to guess, how many people are watching on Twitch? Any guess? What's up, Rational? No, the answer was 0, Courtney. There are 0 people watching on Twitch. But I'm just trying to get those platforms. Hey, what's up, Jennifer? So the reason I'm working with this Restream stuff is people watch on different platforms, and I want to be diversified from just YouTube because shadow banning, demonetization, and all of that good stuff. Even though I'm not monetized yet, I'm trying to be serious about growing my channel. So again, if you're following me here, just to test on these things. Now, what I'm going to do, if anyone's interested in helping me with this, if you have any questions or would like to say anything, I also am now working on testing, having live call-ins. So I'm going to put, hopefully you can all read this as part of this test. I'm going to put my number for the live call-in in here. And if you would like to call in about anything, please consider trying. And we'll get you on here live. You can ask me a question, tell me I look handsome, tell me I don't look handsome, which no one will believe you, if that's what you say. But if no one calls in here in a couple seconds, I'll force my wife to call in. So, that's 7 people watching. Again, this is just a test, everyone. I'm working with Restream, things like that, to see how to get this on multiple platforms at a time. But if you're interested in actually hearing me talk about real stuff, I will be coming up at 8 p.m. on my buddy SJG's channel. I am interrupting my wife's Judge Judy watching. Courtney, would you consider calling that number? Please, call in. Maybe you have something to say. What's happening, preacher? Nice to see you. Okay, I'm testing now my voice call-ins because I think I have the best audience and I'd love for you to be able to call in. So hopefully this Google Voice thing works. Okay.
From Courtney. To accept, press 1. To send a voice.
Okay.
I hear you.
All right, can anyone in the chat, can you all hear her in the chat?
Well, I'm not saying anything, right? Well, no, I don't know.
As you tell me you're not saying anything, you're actually saying something. Isn't that amazing?
That's what I'm getting at. literally what I just said.
Okay. Everyone says yes, they can hear you. They could probably hear me through your phone because I'm so loud, even though you're in the other room. You can hear me. Isn't this amazing? What a world we live in.
I hate you so much.
So there are 12 people watching. One of them's you, though, Courtney. Do you have anything you'd like to say?
I don't think am I still being counted as watching, even though I'm now on the phone with you?
I don't know. That's
actually viewing you.
I mean, I'm not going to quibble about one viewer, I guess. I don't know the ins and outs.
Well, you should when you only have 12.
So here's something. What do you pick on me every time at the end of my video? What do you pick on me for saying?
Like and subscribe.
Yeah. Hey, Lori, what's up? Anita, Fluid Pour, thank you all for being here. I think I saw Preacher, Barry, Chaz, thanks all. Yeah, I'm just testing Restream and this number for viewer call-ins. So if anyone has any knowledge about using Restream, here's some questions I have initially. My friend SJG, whose channel I'll be on tonight, will be able to help me with this.
Do I still need to talk to you on the telephone? Or can
no, you can hang up, Courtney.
Oh, thank
People
you.
don't even like you, so just...
I just didn't understand why I was still on the phone while you were talking to everybody, not just me. Well, like, I understand you're talking to everybody, but nothing's pertinent to me. You know what I mean?
Everything's pertinent to you. You're wonderful.
None of this shit.
All right, I'll see you in a minute, Courtney.
Goodbye.
All right, bye. So, yeah, Courtney's the best. I think people would like her more than me. I try to get her to come on the show more often. But yeah, call-ins now. So part of my live stream are going to be call-ins. I think I got it down. I'll have to work on some technical things. So I got people that help me with technical issues, but maybe some of you out there could help me if you're familiar with Restream. So what it is it's allowing me to broadcast to Twitch, to Periscope on Twitter, and to DLive and YouTube simultaneously. The reason I'm trying to do this is, one, people prefer different platforms, but second, I think it's important for anyone, if you have a YouTube channel, to diversify, because YouTube is notorious for censoring people once they get a viewing. My friends Drone Tech are going through it right now that I'll be talking to. Again, if you are interested in hearing me, I'll be on my buddy SJG's channel. That's going to be coming up at 8 p.m. I'm also going to be doing the Patriot channel, or the Patriot Hour tomorrow. So yeah, check that out as well. Here's the question I have for you all. How do I get the description set up of what my potential live stream would be on YouTube, and then use that through Restream? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, can I go into YouTube like I normally do, set up my live stream so it would say something like, Normal America, number 8, and then under the description, like, today we'll be talking about coronavirus or something like that. Can I do that and still then go through Restream to broadcast over there, or can I only do that through YouTube's app? I don't know if anyone out there could help me. Probably not, because when it comes to this type of stuff, I am a moron. But that's the question I have. That's what I'm attempting to figure out here. Let's see if anyone has any. Yeah, Jeremy, right? Finally acquitted, though. What does it matter? They'll just try to impeach again. Time for Bernie impression. Oh my God, I'm losing my voice, but I'll try my best. We need the 1% to pay for my restreaming. The 1% will be able to figure out how to get the restream done and to get the proper amount of people to pay for this restream. I hope that was as good. Was that good, Courtney? Let's see. 18 watch. Yeah, YouTube's trash. I get you, Fluid Pour Art. Which I'd love to talk to you on my channel at some point, Fluid Pour Art. A Fluid Pour Patriot. You changed your name. Great. I'd love to have you on at a time. I think you're doing great stuff over there. So check out his channel. I'm going to put my buddy SJG's channel up here. 8 p.m. I'll be ready to go on his channel. So that's his channel. Check it out. Do that. Yeah. Thank you. Good Bernie impression. I try. Doing the Bernies made me lose my voice. Yeah. I'll just vote for Yang and get my free $1,000. I'm sure it comes with free lozenges. So it's also Saturday night. So the channel is sponsored by Busch Light Beer. Busch Light. Delicious. Isn't that their motto? No, my channel's not sponsored by anyone. But I do prefer me a Busch Light. Yeah, he might be. Trump could get impeached again. Why settle for 2? Remember, they wanted to impeach him for saying shithole country, so why not? Why not impeach again, right? So let me check just for all of you. It's really tough to get people, even though I think everyone agrees YouTube sucks. The problem is it's so convenient and it's near impossible to get. I mean, I've just broke 1,000 subscribers, which thank you all for that. I do really appreciate it. Honestly, I do. My next milestone is if I get 4,000 hours watched, which I'm like 300 away, then I could actually monetize so I could have super chat. And finally, I could broadcast mobily live, which is great because that's the entire idea. I'm going to be traveling, would like to broadcast live mobily. So that's what I'm going for. Now, I currently have 0 people watching on Twitch. Periscope, I have no idea. And 0 people watching on D Live. What do you think of that, Court? 0. Whoopee! I'll put the number up if anyone wants to call in. I'll have to leave here in like 15 minutes because I'm getting ready with SJG and Drone Tech. So whatever you want to talk about, politics or not, here's the number. If someone wants to call in, we'll get you on here live, and you can help me test out my new fancy new call-in, which is going to be part of my show, hopefully. Thumbs up for Robert. Yeah. $3,000 worth of lozenge. I'll just settle for beer. It could be drunk Rob tonight. I'm not much of a I used to be a big drinker. Oh, okay. Now I'm getting calls. All right, here we go.
Call from
ChazDog.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press.
Hey, who's this? I missed your name. You're on live.
It's ChazDog.
What's up, ChazDog? Thanks for calling. You're always a great viewer.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah. Enjoy your channel.
Thank you. Now, let me check. Can everyone hear both of us? Courtney, are you still listening? Can you hear us both? All right. Yeah, everyone can hear us both. I think it's great. I love the idea of call-ins. I could talk by myself.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool.
Good. So, yeah, how's your evening going? Did you have anything specific to talk about?
Yeah. I was just kind of trying to feel out everybody's concern for this coronavirus stuff, man. You know, I mean, I live in Southern California, and I'm not too far away from that airport where they landed those guys from, you know. So
yeah,
it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like one of those things where, I don't know, I hear people saying it's not that bad, it could be worse, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. What's your take on it, man?
So I think so many people have better takes than me because I don't really have that much of a medical understanding, but here's my initial takes. On one hand, I definitely think if there's going to be a massive, like, world-changing event, the most likely thing, it's not climate change, it's not some sort of chemical or nuclear attack, it will be some kind of pandemic. So that is something that we should all rightfully be fearful of. On the other hand, it seems like every other year we have this biological threat that's going to change our world. It was swine flu, it was SARS, it was West Nile virus. So it could be hyperbolic, and you know that our media likes to have like a hyperbolic news story. It could be something to that degree. Now, what I think that what I could add to this discussion is, because I just don't know. I mean, I've seen all kinds of conspiracy theories. My buddy Drone Tech, I've played the games Resident Evil. He brings up that the company in Wuhan that the virus comes from has an umbrella as a logo, which is the same logo as the Umbrella Corporation that creates zombies in the Resident Evil franchise. And,
oh, wow.
Yeah, so, I mean, interesting tidbit, I guess. But on a more serious note, I read today that they've actually found things that are indicative of an HIV strain in it, which I don't understand why, but is making some people question whether this was an intentionally man-made virus, which is very troubling if that's true. But to me, what I could bring to this is this. I think it's a shame that people like me and you, regular people, we are not experts on this type of stuff. And so we rely on a truthful government and truthful government agencies in order to not just keep us safe, but to inform us of what to do. I can't trust any of these government agencies. I don't know about you. I don't trust the FBI.
No way. No, you can't. You have to. And that was going to be, my next step to do, because, I mean, a lot of people were telling me to prep and get food and stuff earlier now, just in case, they do have some kind of a shutdown and they start closing those stores down. So I don't know. They have all these prepper food places that are selling out. I mean, masks are selling out like crazy around where I am. I should probably buy some food and preparations, I would say. I mean, it's always good to have, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I would agree. I think that it could always be helpful to just be prepared for a short-term emergency like that. I don't think you have to go insane like these doomsday preppers you see or anything like that. But, you know, I do, like, my general advice to people would be, A, listen to people smarter than me that could give you medical advice on what to do, but definitely prepare to have food and be self-sufficient for a week or two if you can. And also make sure to not do anything to change the integrity of who you are, or to, you know, to make your life worse by, you know, not being able to sleep tonight through fear. Because the government and the media are known to fearmonger. So be safe, take reasonable preparations, but don't like be worrying yourself and not being able to sleep at night, which is adversely affecting your health, because I don't trust word one that the fear-mongering government and media says to us. So.
Yeah. No, I take everything with a grain of salt, of course. You know, but, you know, it just seems that it's just way too much pushing this stuff now. You know what I'm saying? It's all over everything that I see, you know, every kind of news media outlet, you know, the internet. It's like, you know, so it's either they're trying to fearmonger people. You know, maybe they're making money off of this somehow, you know?
Right.
I'm sure that they will in the long run somehow.
Well, think about it this way. I say this all the time on my channel. To me, like, picture that you're a government and you want to maintain power and have control over people. Believe it or not, that's what our government is. It used to be that you had to have some kind of outside threat. And so that outside threat historically has been other countries. So if you were the Germans leading into World War I and World War II, right, you had the Reichstag fire, the false flag, and all of that good stuff to make like the other person, the other people, your enemy, which caused people to do all sorts of crazy things, to give up their rights, to join the military, give up their lives, etc. The problem is with the internet society and the fact that we could connect to people around the world, it's hard to paint the Russians as the boogeyman that you're willing to throw your life away over. So what what they've changed to is now climate, right? People that are otherwise reasonably intelligent people are willing to give up all freedom in their life. They're willing to give up eating meat. They're willing to give up car ownership. They're willing to give the government total control over our energy sector and economy. Heck, they're even willing to say, sorry, poor people that need fossil fuels to live, sorry, you can't use them. All in the name of this invisible boogeyman that is climate change. So if they could do that with climate change, why not with biological fears, right? It's something that the average person, we have no way of knowing. So if they say, hey, you have to give away certain freedoms, we have to know more about you. You have to give away your Fourth Amendment protections because we need to be worried about coronavirus or Black Plague or whatever. There are a lot of people that otherwise would be intelligent, like, no, my freedoms are important, that will be willing to give those up. So we should always be vigilant in making sure, you know, that this fear-mongering comes with some sort of proof. I don't trust word one.
Now, what would you say about this, the vaccination part of it? You know, do you think they're going to force people to get vaccinated? Do you think people should get vaccinations for this, or do you even believe in vaccines at all?
So here's my personal feeling on vaccines. I do believe vaccines are useful and good. My question is this: giving them in the amounts that they give, is that creating a cocktail that's causing autism in children? Like, for example, if you got one vaccine a year as an adult, I think that in general they would be good for you. My question is, are they inflating the number of vaccines and giving them at one time to infants, which is then causing something? I don't know. But my default is, don't blame me for being a conspiracy theorist. You people, the official government story is Epstein killed himself. So once you have that theory, you don't get to pick on me for anything I believe. But yes, I'm vaccinated. I would get my kids vaccinated. If it came to like mandatory vaccinations over the coronavirus, I would be very, very skeptical of that. I would think that to me would raise a red flag that why should I, it just seems... We have a storied tradition of our government lying to us. We still have fluoride in water, for God's sake. So, I don't know, but that's a shame. If you're a government agent right now and you're listening to us and you're like, my God, what a bunch of wackos. We're just trying to help people. That's not our fault. That's your fault and your agency's fault for lying to us over and over again. So, of course, we're going to be distrusting.
Yeah, that's it. So, what can you do?
Right.
Well, anyway, Rob, hey, nice talking to you.
Thank you.
I just wanted to see how this whole thing worked out, and maybe in your future show, we'll pick another topic.
I would love to
go from there.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll let you go, and I'll see if anyone else wants to call in. So have a good one.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Yep.
Bye.
All right, I'll put the number back out if anyone wants to call. Courtney, do you have any questions you'd like to ask me? I think she went She went outside, I believe, to get away from me. So, oh, he hung up. I forgot to hang up. Oh, my wife's loading the dishwasher. So, yeah, the number, if anyone wants to call, 724-915-1367. I'll put it in the chat again. Oh, and I got... Okay, so for those of you just watching, I'm testing our stream, or Restream as well. So I got to remember to put it up there. So if... I still don't have anyone following me on Twitch or watching me, but, you know, you never know. So it's going to show up again on YouTube. Here we go. Yeah, if you want to call in, I'm just getting used to these call-ins and things like that. So even if you have something that's not politics related, if you have a question for me, if you just want to say how great I am, feel free to call in and say so. Yeah, Alan, that's what I thought about the call-ins. I really like getting people to participate on my shows, but, you know, most people don't want to come in and do a video with me for an hour. I think the call-ins will be nice because people could call in. You could ask a question for 30 seconds if you want, or you could stay on for longer. But the call-ins seem... My D-Live account, which I just started last night, is just Rob Nor. So it's just one word. Like that. That's my D-Live account. Twitch, Twitch is the same thing except all lowercase. And then Periscope, I'm just Robert Nor. Which I think Periscope's through, if I'm not mistaken, that's through Twitter. So just checking some things out. Yeah, if you're on here watching, someone will call in. Thank you, Hattie Enough. I'm going to be doing the Patriot Hour show tomorrow at 2 p.m. So check that out. I really like Mike at the Patriot Hour. He has the exact right attitude. Look, here's what's great about the Patriot panel stuff that I've been doing. So people like American Joe, Doug Ducote, That's the Point with Brandon. I've worked with the Patriot Hour and Mike, like I said. SJG Perspective, whose show I'm doing tonight at 8 p.m. Again, let me put the link for you. Please check that out. Check his channel out. And my buddy Drone Tech Politics, that we've been doing the Patriot panel. What I really like is we all come at things from a different perspective. We agree on most things, but certainly I would disagree with them on some things. And that's great. Life is boring if we all just sit around agreeing with each other. The discussion's going to be better if people have some things that they disagree with. So I love that. But we all have a different perspective. Like SJG, for example, he does parody music videos. He does a lot of memes and stuff on his channel. He's great at that stuff. I'm terrible at that stuff. So, you know, he comes at it from a different angle. But it's people... We're all allies, and I think everyone on my channel so far that I've talked to, I think we're all allies in this sense. Even if you like Trump, dislike Trump, if you come from the left wing, if you come from the right wing, I think that the one thing that almost all of us that either do these videos or participate in the chats in these videos have in common is we're all sick and tired of kind of being given garbage information. We're tired of being lied to. We're tired of the gatekeeping that's done by the establishment. And so you want independent voices having their own conversation that aren't basically controlled by these monolithic media, and other sort of groups. So yeah, one of the things I really like about Mike at the Patriot Hour is he has the exact right message that is, don't believe anything he says just because he says it. Verify for yourself. Check in for yourself. Absolutely agree. That's one of my big mottos as well. That's why I like to have people on the show that disagree with me, because I think it's a disservice to people to just give one side of the argument. But if we're honest, we're all biased. And even as much as you try to give the other side of the argument, if you're biased, you're always going to give your side in a better way. So the best thing you could do is steelman your opponent, to have an opponent that's giving the best perspective possible that disagrees with you. So I encourage people to go out and look into other stuff. Again, the SJG Perspective, I put that link up there. It's in the chat. That'll be at 8 p.m. So I'll be leaving here in about 15 minutes. I'll put the phone number back up if people want to call. It's 724-915-1367. And mods like Lori, I'll make sure, if you can, Lori, Modus, if you could copy that number for future reference, I'll probably always put it out when I'm doing a live stream. But then if you guys want to put... that's funny, Lori. If you guys want to put that up too while I'm doing live streams, if anyone could get a word in with Rob and Courtney, that should be the name of our show. By the way, I know a lot of people like Courtney on here. I do as well. She's going to be doing a show with me at least once a month. So, Yeah, Brandon, I'm not sure, man. Preacher, I haven't heard from him in a while. What are my thoughts on the John Birch Society? Okay, I know that. Let me look up what they are. I know I've looked into this, but I'm not totally sure on what they are. A friend of mine was trying to get me to join them at the one Republican rally I was at. I can't give you a fair opinion because obviously I don't know them well, but just looking at their channel here, I mean, their motto fits right in with me. Less government, more responsibility, with God's help, a better world. Yeah, I mean, that's my... I keep forgetting to bring this on for you, but one of these days I'll show you my card for when I ran for office. My motto was liberty, civility, responsibility. Liberty and responsibility are hand in hand. We all want more freedom, but with more freedom comes more responsibility. If you want to be totally safe, then the world for you is a totally government-controlled world where you never leave your house and the government babies you and you don't have to make any decisions for yourself. I believe in maximizing liberty, which means decreasing the size of government. By maximizing liberty, though, you also maximize personal responsibility. You know, for me, my motto in life is this. Anytime that I achieve something, it's because... the work I put in, but also because my loved ones, my friends, my family that helped me, that, supported me so that I could achieve something. When I fail, it's not because the world caused me to fail. It's my fault. Now, it's hard to live like that, and certainly I fail all the time, but your life will be more of a success if you're humble in your victories and if you're responsible in your defeats and you take blame on yourself for your defeats. So, yeah. Yeah, call in and listen to me just rant and not listen to you anyways. So, yeah, it's SJG. I always forget, Modus, if... So I know all these people, right? Like Drone Tech, SJG. I know all their real names at this point. We're all friends. I always forget if I'm allowed to say their real name. But yeah, SJG he goes by Steven. Yeah, I'm glad you called in last night. He's on a different time zone, and I never get the notifications when he's on. So I'm an old man. I go to bed at like 10:30, 11 most nights. And then I'll wake up, like go to the bathroom. I'm like, oh, SJG's live show is on. I always forget about it. I'm Spider-Man. I am not Spider-Man, but I will tell you this. I do have a superpower. My superpower is you put me in a room, and even if I'm in the corner, within 3 minutes, I will be in someone's way. Like, as a big guy, it doesn't matter. I could curl up in a ball in the corner of a room, and within 3 minutes, someone will be like, oh, excuse me, I need to get around you here. It's an incredibly useless superpower, but if our government ever needs people to get in the way of potential terrorists or something, I'd be great for the job. I can't help it. No matter what room I'm in, I'm always in the way. Yeah, Trusiki, you're absolutely right. I say this all the time. Now, I'm not a total anarchist. I understand the need for some sort of... Oh, the Patriot Hour sent the Patriot Hour. Fantastic. Yeah, Patriot Hour. If you haven't subscribed to the Patriot Hour, I recommend it. I think you'll really like Mike's channel. So, no, thanks for being here, Mike. I'll be doing that show tomorrow at 2 p.m. On the Patriot Hour. We're going to be finishing up. So, yeah, Mike, I was just trying out this Restream stuff. Mike at the Patriot Hour is someone also who's helping me with these technical issues. So I got the call-in number, which I'm doing it different than you. I got a Google number, and so far it worked. People called in, it seemed to work. So does anyone know how to chat in D-Live? Honestly, I know nothing about D-Lives. SJG just told me to get an account, and I just got it last night. I haven't even checked it out yet, but I do got my little logo up there. Missouri in the house. Yeah. And then once I could upgrade to your setup, Patriot Hour, I'll definitely do that. That's definitely my idea. So Big Sky Crypto's my first Twitch viewer and D-Live viewer ever. That should come with some sort of prize. I don't know what, but I don't have much to offer you. Maybe I'll write you a song or something. Yeah, Modus, I agree. That's at Patriot Hour. You don't mind if I call you Mike on the air, right? Like, no last names or anything like that. Yeah, I know Drone Tech's real name as well. It's really weird. Like, our buddy Rational Wrong Think, he used to come on and do videos with us because the nature of his job, he lives in Australia, he's really concerned that if his face and real name gets out there, it could cost him, job opportunities. So you never know. By the way, if you ever call in or decide to do a video with me, here's my standing offer always. You don't have to have your face. We don't have to use your real name. If anything you would say, you're worried 2-3 months down the road that you regret that and it could hurt you in your life, please let me know and I would delete the video. I'm not about, trying to harm people, even if you think you lost a debate or something like that. But yeah, Michael, I got you. I'm sorry. Okay, good. So yeah, I'll have to leave here in 5 minutes. I'll finish up, but man, I gotta say, by the way, thank you, Michael, American Joe, Doug Ducote. I've doubled my subscriptions in a 2-week period. I got 28 people watching right now. I swear to you, I used to be plugging away. I'd have 3-4 people watching a live stream as I'm ranting and raving on a Saturday night about, the FBI being corrupt or something. So now I could just be doing a test with Restream, and I got 28 people watching. That's really amazing. I really appreciate all you guys' support. What I'm trying to change here is I don't know how to get my description through Restream onto like the name of a particular YouTube video. So like normally this would have said like Normal America number 7, testing out Restream. I don't know how to get that specifically on the YouTube, like to name something. Because the way I have it set up now, every time I use Restream, it's just going to be titled Multi-Streaming with Restream. So I'm going to try to work on that and get that stuff. Thoughts on the Council of Foreign Relations? Yeah. I don't think that I used to be right in there with like Alex Jones, where it's like this smoky room, skull and bones type stuff. I don't think it's that necessarily. I definitely think it's corrupt. I definitely think that it is the establishment. I think that is one of the main areas where they're discussing how to maintain control, how to have a globalist government. But I don't think that it's as, what's the word I'm looking for? Cryptic as I used to think. I don't think they have to be. That's one of the things that's amazed me as years have gone by and I've researched and looked into stuff more and more. I used to think that there had to be this grand conspiracy theory where there was all sorts of, black robes and people wearing masks and meeting in secret. The truth is the corruption's in our face most of the time. And I believe that about the council because people used to say, well, if they're really these, corrupt globalists that are trying to control the world, why do we know about it? If you know about it, if it's made public, then surely nothing's going on. I disagree. I think that the establishment's so corrupt that they're able to operate in the open. I mean, we know right now what the FBI did. We know that under Obama's administration, we know that they spied on Trump. They broke the law to do it. We know this. We absolutely know it. But they're unabashed. They don't care. James Comey's out there celebrating. He's on Twitter. He's laughing. He's writing books. He's making money. So I think that the CFR, it's terrible. It's nefarious. I think that you see all sorts of corruption that comes from there. Heck, that's where Joe Biden announced his quid pro quo, right? So, that's kind of what I think. I know that so my buddy Milo is one of my patrons. He's way more into the symbolism, the Luciferianism and things like that. I don't know. That could be true. That's not my expertise, and I don't know a lot about that. I'm not discounting it, though. I'm really not. My angle is I try to I operate on more of what I could literally prove. And just from what we could prove beyond the symbolic or the possible cult-like or religious connotations of the CFR, even without all of that stuff, I could prove their corruption. And so there are people that take it further than me and say, yes, but we could prove kind of the Luciferianism and things like that. That could entirely be true. Just not my area of expertise. The buffering. I'll work on that as well. So yeah, I got to get going because I promised SAG I'd come on like 15 minutes before him. So let me one more time put this up. This is my buddy SJG's channel. Please check it out. I'm going to be doing a lot. Uh-oh.
I need to know what kind of tea you want.
Oh, blueberry tea. Yeah. The wife's making me blueberry tea because my voice is sore. But here's SJG's channel. Check it out. If it's not for you, that's cool, but I think you'll really like them. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do. I'll be on there at 8 p.m. Eastern, so just 25 minutes. So I'm going to have to go. Please consider supporting me by liking and subscribing if you haven't. Look for me tomorrow on the Patriot Hour as well, which let me put a link to his channel up there. And that should be, I believe we said 2 p.m. Eastern time. Much more fun than watching Super Bowl pre-coverage. Who cares? Chiefs and 49ers. I mean, come on. Say what you will about the Patriots, but at least when they're in it, you have someone to root against. I really don't have skin in the game with 49ers. I guess I'm cheering for the Chiefs, but so okay, yeah. Isn't it crazy? Like Twitter and did SJG put a link up to his show? So one more time. Oh yeah, he actually. So here's the actual link to the episode from SJG. So yeah, and you know what, guys? Patriot Hour's right. Drop it on Twitter if you can. Retweet it. We're gonna be talking impeachment and some other stuff. So yeah, if you're into that, please do it. I really appreciate it. Where am I? Says Plant Girl for Life. You're on Normal America's channel. Robert Knorr. Why is my channel called Normal America? Because my last name's Knorr. You get it? It's like a dad joke, a pun. And also, I try to do stuff for the average person. I try to talk to these people because those are the people I respect most in life. I'm tired of all information being controlled by people that it's geared to, talking to the elite. So I'm trying to just have a channel where us regular people that make the world go round, that actually make this crunchy great, have a place where we could discuss these issues. So that's where I'm at. Yeah, you've stumbled on here, Plant Girl for Life. So welcome. Yeah, Nor, like the conjunction, Lori. That used to be my big pickup line in college. People would be like, what's your name? I'd be like, Robert Nor, like the conjunction, like and or for nor yet, but it never worked. That pickup line never worked. So, yeah, thank you, Plant Girl for Life. The Patriot Hour is in here, and thank you, Patriot Hour. Yeah, I put the live link, that top link I just put, that's the live link to SJG's channel at 8 o'clock. So I think he's going to be doing call-ins as well. I think you'll like that show. Drone Tech's going to be on there, and SJG and maybe some other people. So, all right, I'm going to head out. I don't have the links up, but if you go to my channel, you can find ways to support me on Patreon, support me on PayPal. Also, you can find my Twitter feed and my BitChute feed, which I got to see if I could get BitChute on Restream. I don't know. Shortly to be added, my Twitch stream and my D live stream. So thank you. I am awesome and funny. I tried. No, thank you, Lori. I really am. As always, I'm humbled by all of you. 24 people listening to me. If I have one person listening to me, it's still worth it for me to do it. I love the fact that people are willing to listen to me. Next time, if you feel, please call in when we do the call-in section. And thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Check me out on SJG's channel coming up here in 20 minutes.